All right, so this is coming from Charles McCarthy. Yes. Me my Canada that say you don't need a PhD before one say these people are creating an agenda. They are trying to paint something. Or they are trying to create something on the government. They want to make the government look like something bad just within a year. You see, the benefit of gold board. Sebi in previous. I just say Sebi we are illiterate, and now say you have refused to learn. I just say Sebi we are illiterate, and now say you have refused to learn. But say entisa padia, you could see clearly say gold board is doing wonders. Under the MPP we had PMMC. What was their benefit to the economy? Nothing. And then, through the gold board, Cedi has stabilized the economy at Jinana 9, so inflation at a single digit. So if some benefit we in our we still have people having problem with gold border, then I think this is more than governance. I think politics and anthrophobia. Shadio. Charles McCarthy said there is a strange kind of anger in the air. And it has nothing to do with hardship. Some people are genuinely upset that the gold board is helping to keep the dollar on a leash. They are unmoved by a stabilizing Cedi. They are indifferent to cheaper fuel at the pumps. Their concern is not the welfare of citizens, but how to manufacture a wrong against the government, the NDC government. Nto say, o share ase abufuo kakra bi won frama mu adanya sa abufuo no enye sebi hardship ntina nkrofo buafu dabe nkrofo buafu they are upset omura ho a omadwa just because dollar not that form ama Cedi no ekura na minimum. What I say na ehye omu say gold board ebua ama yeden ama Cedi na gina na nan so against the dollar. You see? Na sankrofo na omubuafu no. Fuel na ye turn at cheaper prices no. Omutobi o. Niama na ye turn at cheaper prices no. Omutobi. Economy papa na ye experience no. Omubi. Every single good thing biya aban we are implementing be bua Ghana ni biya no. Omu witness bi. But because of politics intino, they don't care about the ordinary citizens. Their concern is the government that is doing well. For them, the real headache is political. How do you explain to the electorate that an economic whiskey could not tame the dollar in 8 years, yet an incompetent Mahama is doing so with relative ease? And you see, omu headache nyina say, but omu friend economic whiskey. Ojo elegba whiskey. Economic whiskey. Ana yesi oba dollar no beti ne te. Ba omnya be twa ye ntro ka kire ye se. Me mfra asem ho ntuma o. Wo ye panyina o twa ntra o te you a liar. Doctor ba omnya be twa ye ntro ka kire ye se. Ani o wachi dollar de na she prison. E de key akoma IGP. Ade chinya na dollar ne nam 17 to 18 Ghana cedis. And he was say, ade ahye omo eye omo ya nyina ne say, eye den economic whiskey ba 8 years, want me solve dollar problem. Antime anchis, antime masidi anjina nan so. Na President Mahama ba just within a year. Mahama na omo friend incompetent no, just within a year. Watima bo modin aye sa ade ne tetem so. Nti ade ha omo ni say, ya antima anye wa be ye gigun credit. There never a campaign message. So let's go after the gold board. So the goalposts keep moving. First, they demanded credit sharing, insisting Cedi stability was the delayed fruit of Nana Bawumia era policies. When that line collapsed, they pivoted to claim that the Cedi was holding because the contractors did not flood the streets in red armbands. The story shifted again. It's not import season. Wait. So, what me? First of all, gold board started na juma. First question I'm going to be some person can gold board starting na juma. First question I'm going to beside is a gold board in young or nyan gold in free or to free. That was the first question. Okay. Now Paul Yando Numunam TV so ye the day. No, they were doing radio talk. Now omu ye the day. Beside say him fan a gold board in Yansika Koto, him fan a gold board turn the gold, not turn the gold in the free him fan. And what you say? MPP for by Omba be catchers and Annie. Cedi no. Omba be catchers a Cedi no stability no delay because of Baumia Nanado policies. Nasa line no collapse no. And Omuba say Annie Cedi no na. It was holding because a buying a then Antria contractors for car. Just a whole lot. Mukai, a fenno market no not TV say Cedi na jinan nine so because Omunian Tria contractors for Tria contractors for car Cedi never from cra. That's what they said. And they didn't Cedi that's what 10-11. I did see almost Cedi no it is worldwide. A Trump na. Ne global niamana Ghana benefit be abine nye. That's what they were saying. And then mun shama wi strip away the politics and ask simple question. What kind of citizen cries because their national currency is gaining strength? What sort of patriot fumes because a state institution is working? If this is not witchcraft level thinking, it comes dangerously close. Njo say, den. Yemisa simple question say. Den na national currency. Gain strength. Nya nwodi ejina na nan so. Na yawo Ghana for bit your mind mu a they will benefit from that. I mean, they are angry, they are not happy. Wasi say nye beya dwinya and they na akakakra. There is no foreign institution that prioritizes the well-being of Ghanaians over its own objectives. The IMF does not exist to make fuel cheaper in Medina or food more affordable in Wa. Its job is to protect the global financial order, not household survival. History should have taught us that lesson. In the 1960s, the same IMF did not just lend Ghana money. It dictated how it should be used. And to say, foreign institutions beyond were prioritizing the well-being of Ghana for IMF does not care about how Ghanaians are feeling. The only person who can feel that and care is the president, His Excellency John Mahama, and then his ministers. There are those who care. IMF in Free America home be care my. IMF wo hoso mbe man niama boaye cheap e wo Medina. Ana omu ni hoso mbe man niama boaye den aye affordable e wo wa in the Upper West region. Dabi. Omo mo adwuma ni global job. Ndi so ti ana wo say IMF kasa favor wa bodam. Wonnim nyansa. There is no poverty alleviation program more immediate and more effective than stabilizing the city. Currency stability lowers transport costs, fuel prices, and rent pressure in ways no policy document can. It reaches everyone, not just a targeted few. Yet, the loudest critics today are those who mismanaged COVID-era spending and ran the economy at a loss. Billions of dollars flowed into Ghana from the World Bank, the IMF, the World Health Organization, and private donors. Still, citizens were made to pay back every peso through a COVID-19 levy long after the pandemic faded. Armbands, the story shifted again. Oh no, my viewer. And there is no better way to solving poverty program. And I say poverty, than say stabilizing the local currency. Because the moment I see the Nebenyan who didn't say Kimyama Bobeba for Mukita Kitwabia, you can afford anything. And the inflation that single digit. Now, Cedi at 10-11 near my boaba from the economy did so. Now fuel boy cheaper. What is better than that? What is better than that? Am I who? These people now they shout about a $240 million loss at the Bank of Ghana, as if context does not matter. They forget conveniently that over 60 billion was printed in recent years, about $10.48 billion at 2020 rates, with nothing to show for it except inflation and hardship. Losses can be recovered, stability can be built, lives lost to economic suffering cannot be recreated. Like children, citizens are not obsessed with how rich their parents are. They care that food is on the table and the lights are on. The mechanics of how that food arrived are secondary to the fact that it did. Any government that understands this will always choose the comfort of its people over applause from Washington, and any words their salt should demand nothing else. Nti abanya otisa basic needs we are sino. Our teachers say me man for home tom and a better now. It's better than say you always wish that they should praise you from Washington, IMF. And IMF will come and vote for you. Yes. So the gold board agenda, say they want to put some scandal in the system, but MFA.